Welcome to Lump Vision. I go by the names Lump, D-Lump, or LV. It doesn't matter what you want to call me. I'll respond to any of them if you make me nervous. Before I get started, I just like to thank all of my subscribers, old and new, and everybody who comes by and watches my channel. I can hear her mouth moving and repeating what I'm saying. Today is part 2 of the My Wife Does Not Like My Short Beard video. And obviously we have here Tanisha, aka Nisi, but not Tanisha. We're supposed to do that together. You mimicking all the other stuff. You were mimicking all our other stuff.
I was doing hand movements with it.
Oh, okay. All right. So here's the part 2 of the video. So this is basically going to be like, I'm just going to wing questions. Of course, sometimes when I'm coming up with ideas, I kind of run things through my head, but I just like to keep it pretty much as freestyle as possible. So I'm just going to wing questions at Nisi and see what she thinks about the beard and beards and all that in general. So my first question is, how do you feel about facial hair, period?
I don't mind it as long as it is taken care of. If it's neat, he has me checking out beards and I'll be like, oh, look at his beard. Oh, look at his beard. And if a conversation is able to happen, I'll even ask if they've heard about his channel and things like that. So it's a conversation piece. But no, I like beards.
So prior to meeting me, did you pay much attention to facial hair?
No.
So, you know, of course, I try to get you to smell stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm. And all the time. I'll be in the middle of cooking, trying to smell my herbs and spices. Excuse me. And he brings me over stuff to smell.
And your number one product or number one scent is still what?
In the spot like that.
Well, it hasn't changed, so it's okay to say which one's your number one. It hasn't changed. It's still Tribute from Chesapeake Beard Company. So I mentioned in the video that I felt like, if I recall correctly, I felt like Nisi was hurt more than I was with the trim. So was that, or cut, whatever. So is that pretty accurate? Like you were.
It was a cut.
Yeah.
It's real short and fluffy.
So did it look more full when I got it cut?
It looks fuller, but it just looks short and fluffy. I don't really like it. It kind of reminds me of like a little gerbil or something, and then it like got wet, and then you blow dry it out, and it's short and fluffy. Got a little gerbil sitting there.
So I got a gerbil beard. Not a chia pet, but a gerbil. I think I'd rather have a chia pet beard than a gerbil beard. Have you noticed? You said probably about a week. I say probably a week or so ago. I said I noticed, physically I've noticed the growth, and even with using my tools, I can tell, because I couldn't use a pick before. The pick would just go right through like it was nothing, but the pick, it's what I use mainly now. I still use the comb, but I can tell that it's growing. How about you?
No, the beard is not growing. It is stagnant. Stagnant beard.
That's not accurate. She just wants to see.
I don't think it's growing. Doesn't look like it's growing to me. Still looks short and fluffy.
No, I'm gonna have to show her some pictures because it's shorter, definitely, and still fluffy, but it's not as short. So that part's not accurate. We can just discard that one right there. So it was mainly just that. It was short and fluffy. So does it look better now than it did before? Does it look healthier? Does it look...
No.
No?
No. The only difference is it's short and fluffy.
So there you go. That's just good. That just...
It used to go like this. I could touch right here. Look at the gap between my fingers and the beard. There's no long beard.
Well, that says a lot to me, because a lot of times when your beard gets longer, it's harder to get all the product and stuff to your skin and get it down through the beard, which causes all the, the problems with the dryness and the itchiness and hair falling out, not shedding, but breakage, all that stuff. So to me, that makes me feel good, because that means that I was doing the right things to keep my beard healthy and nourished even when it was longer. It is easier now, but I was able to maintain that when it was longer. So I have to think of another question. Let's see here. What would you do if I had no hair on my face? How would you think that would go?
I mean, prior to me meeting you, or
No,
just
right
you
now,
wake
if I
up and
said,
be
hey,
like,
I just
"Hey,
want
babe."
yeah, I just want,
I don't know. I can't see it.
you can't see it, but how do you think it'll go?
I don't know. I don't want to see how it go. I don't think I'm gonna like it.
What about just a mustache?
And then, like, what if it gets like all bumpy and stuff?
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Like, I don't know.
That's never been an issue. I can't see that happening again.
Okay.
Or not again, but ever.
Yeah. Just a mustache?
Yeah, you know what? I have to find some pictures. When I was in not high school, like in college for a year, our coach did not like us to really have facial hair. We can have a mustache, but that was the first time I had a little dirt goatee going on, but I had to cut that off and just have a mustache, and I didn't like it.
I mean, like, you didn't have all of this when we first got together. It was kind of like, it was thinner. Like, it wasn't as thick right there.
Right, it was definitely shorter.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as high either. It
Right.
was lower and shorter, like that 5 o'clock shadow kind of deal.
So, I don't know. But I've gotten accustomed to that, so I think it'll look weird.
Yeah, I think it would look weird too. I've done it one time.
I think you look like a fake young boy. Like, it's all thin here and I got this thick old mustache.
So they look at my hairline and see I ain't no young boy.
That's why I said fake.
Fake, oh.
Yeah.
Fake. Okay. I think I don't really have any more questions. I'm kind of drawing a blank right here on trying to freestyle. Is there anything?
Free the beard.
Free the
beard. I just want the beard to grow back.
So, and it's coming back. And as much as Nisi doesn't think that it's growing, it is. Because like I said, I couldn't use a pick at all at first. It would literally just slide right through the beard with no resistance at all. And that wasn't good to me. So I still use the comb, my Comb by Nature Boy. And I mainly use the pick now, the pick from Evan Alexander. So yeah, that's pretty much it that I have to ask Nisi. I'm gonna ask you again if there's anything else you'd like to add.
No.
Okay.
Nothing.
One last thing before we go. You all know that every now and then a company will reach out to me and ask me to review some products, and maybe some companies see enough in my channel to want to become partners, affiliates, and I will have a review coming. This is my new partnership, and the first time I'm ever trying this company here. When you look at videos and stuff, you'll see that this ad comes up all the time from this company. They're very popular and people love their products, and I am now an affiliate with Live Bearded. Live Bearded. I have here a 1 ounce oil, the Wingman. I have a 4 ounce beard butter. I have a 8 ounce beard wash. And this is the thing that I was actually more intrigued by than anything, because when I spoke with Spencer, I actually talked about that. Like, hey, I want to try the beard boost, mainly because I don't believe in beard growth products. And Spencer was like, all right, here you go, take it and see how you like it. I've actually been using this for almost 2 months. It was around the same time Matt from No BS Beard Reviews was actually doing his, let's just say, challenge with the beard boost. So this has been going on for almost 2 months. I told Spencer that I'll probably rock with it for 3 months, but I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going, maybe a year, I don't know, to see how everything transpires. Because my biggest thing was when it gets longer, I felt like I reached a plateau. But it's gonna grow right now. Nisi doesn't think so, but it's gonna grow.
Come on, beard boost. Come on through.
So it's kind of hard to say whether it's working or not, because like I said, my beard is gonna grow, to a certain point where I know it felt like it's gonna plateau. So I'm gonna continue to run with the beard boost, and of course I'm a YouTuber, reviewer, whatever you want to call me. So the products are gonna be in rotation, but this is gonna be a constant. So everything will be in the description box. I will have links to all of my affiliates. I will have a website for Evan Alexander, and I'll have a website for Nature Boy, so you guys can look at all the companies that I, deal with on a regular basis. So that's it. You have anything else to add?
I have nothing.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Questions, comments, concerns, you already know they're welcome. Later.
Hello.